MiniMax M3 just went live, and the headline is not just another big model launch. This is about whether million token context can finally become fast enough, cheap enough, and simple enough for real developers to use. So our angle is simple. This is engineering over hype. We are not calling M3 a GPT killer. We are asking whether MiniMax found a practical way to make huge context windows usable without forcing developers to rebuild their whole stack. The confirmed part is strong. MiniMax lists M3 as its latest M-series model for agentic reasoning, tool use, coding, multimodal chat input, and long context tasks. The docs list a 1 million token context window. The multimodal details matter. The docs say images are supported, video input is supported, and larger videos can go through the files API. That makes M3 more than a giant text box. The developer hook is the real competitive move. MiniMax offers OpenAI compatible and Anthropic compatible API paths, so teams can test M3 without building around a custom model endpoint. The second notebook crosscheck found reported pricing at 30 cents per million input tokens, $1.20 per million output tokens, and 6 cents for cache reads. If that holds up in production, long context agents get much easier to justify. A million tokens is not just a fun number. It means a model can potentially reason across a whole code base, a large legal packet, months of notes, or a long technical video without chopping the job into tiny pieces. The problem is attention. Traditional full attention is accurate because tokens can look broadly across the context. But at million token scale, that becomes a compute and memory problem. You need a smarter way to choose what matters. This part makes M3 more interesting. MiniMax did not blindly chase sparse attention. During the M2 generation, efficient attention methods reportedly hurt multi-hop reasoning. M3 is the company saying the infrastructure finally caught up. MiniMax sparse attention has a clean idea: pick before you compute. A lightweight index branch scores the context cheaply. Then the model sends only selected blocks into the expensive attention path. A useful way to picture it is a funnel. The model scans a giant field of key value blocks, picks the likely useful ones, and spends serious compute only on that smaller set. The technical difference is important. Instead of compressing everything into a lower dimensional memory, the analysis says M3 selects blocks, but still computes attention on real, uncompressed key values. That is a quality-preserving trade-off. The numbers everyone is quoting are 9.7 times faster pre-filling and 15.6 times faster decoding at 1 million tokens versus M2. Those are vendor-supplied claims, but if they survive testing, they are not small optimizations. Some coverage frames this as more than 80% compute cost reduction for million token documents. I would treat that as reported, not audited. But the direction is obvious. Faster long context can turn expensive demos into real workflows. The crosscheck also surfaced early benchmark claims, strong reliability, high general knowledge, and good reasoning. The weaker signal was instruction following. So the fair takeaway is not perfect model. It is promising model, still needing hands-on testing. There is also a source conflict. MiniMax docs and release coverage emphasize a 1 million token context window, while one model catalog listed 524,000. That is exactly why we caveat the claim on screen. One claim we should not repeat as fact is native desktop operation. Some aggregators said it can interact with computer desktops. The official docs support tool use and media input. That is not the same thing. Compared with more complex sparse attention families, the MiniMax approach looks pragmatic. Do less clever surgery, keep GQA. Select blocks. Reuse kernels. That is not always the most elegant design, but production systems reward what runs reliably. Our test plan will be simple. Feed it a real code base. Feed it a long document pack. Run a tool use loop. Then compare latency, cost, and error rate against the model you already use. This is exactly why our channel format works. we are not just reading model announcements. We are turning the claims into source-backed tests, showing the model stack and keeping caveats visible enough for a reviewer to understand our editorial judgment. My verdict, MiniMax M3 is absolutely worth testing. But do not worship the spec sheet. A giant context window only matters if the answer stays useful, the latency stays reasonable, and the cost does not surprise you later. So the next move is obvious. We test it on real work, compare it against the major models, and see if the speed claims survive outside the launch window. That is the TonkaToyXL model test format.